many of the media people try to pass off the 3-0 season series sweep of Golden State by saying, well, first game, it was the old Warriors.
And it's 5-2 Mavericks. And the layup missed by Monte Ellis. Here's Nowitzki into Josh Howard. With that call, so the Mavericks have it.
Nice to have a 6'11", or 7-foot guard bring the ball up the floor. Dirk Nowitzki finds Howard under the basket. The lob over.
Huge improvement from year 1 to year 2 in the league. This is the jumper, but Harrington gets the offensive rebound, and Jackson works his way in for the basket. Steven Jackson, along with Al Harrington, coming over in that major deal with the Indiana Pacers in Mavericks, and then took over when Nelson left the team. He's a Don Nelson protege, but picks up more of the style of Greg Popovich at San Antonio.
Last time you saw this much dribble penetration take place from two teams. All these small guys putting the ball on the floor.
And the steal by Josh Howard. Howard in the open floor, but a foul called, and that's an exciting maneuver. We're seeing a lot of that.
We see a lot of strips because of the quick hands that the defenders have. You put the ball out in front of you, somebody's going to take it away, particularly a guy like Howard. A lot of us bring the extra man across defensively, load up against Dallas on the isolation.
Harrington battling for the offensive rebound. Richardson gets it. Wild offense, and this is the way the Mavericks have to play. And Steven Jackson with the tip-in.
Matt Barnes finding his open teammate, drive it into the heart of the defense, get into the blue paint, and then find an open teammate.
And Nowitzki has his shot blocked by Steven Jackson inside. Last touched by the Warriors.
Pam was talking about, we see right here, Nowitzki with the size advantage, but the quick jump length of the Golden State Warriors blocked to at least time.
There's Barnes coming over to double against Nowitzki. Howard open for the three. He hits it. Josh Howard with a three-point basket. And that is the second three-point hoop by the Mavericks tonight. Knocked the ball away. Howard with another steal. And getting the job done at both ends. Saving it. Here is Backhouse with the drive. Misses the layup. And here are the Warriors. Again, Golden State. Here is Jackson inside, getting the basket on the fast break, and a 6-point lead for the Warriors with under 2 minutes.
Jackson filling the lane. This is almost a picture-perfect fast break run by Golden State.
12-3 run for the Warriors.
A lot on the open side of the floor. We see him come down here now, and as he starts to dribble down, they recognize right at that point that he is isolated. So as a result, what they do is they're going to run one player from this way, one player from this way. The problem is they are so unselfish, Dallas, that when you come in double, they swing the ball, make the extra pass, find the open man, and generally he makes open shots. For the last 22 games of the season that the group was together that we see playing out here tonight.
Warriors went 23-19 after the trade. And Josh.
Very healthy respect for the Warriors from the Mavs standpoint, never mind how they were seated. Back to you.
All right, Pam, and of course the one thing the Mavericks want to do is Howard makes another sterling defensive play but misses the lay-in. And Baron Davis coming in is that they don't want to have to work too hard in the first round. They know they have other challenges ahead. And the ball, the bank shot by Jackson spins in.
Averaging those 29 minutes, he had 2.5 block shots per game.
Howard and Harris go out of the game, and another block by Jock. And we will have, before the basket, goaltending will be called. No block on the Warrior. And Dirk Nowitzki coming in, and Dallas with a 6-5 edge with Nowitzki on the bench. National and the Warriors out in Golden State. And ABC Sunday, it'll be Chicago-Miami Game 4, followed by, here is Harrington with the turnaround off the front rim. Josh Howard finds Terry, short jumper, and hits. Terry now, Devin Harris, Devin George, Dirk Nowitzki, and Jason Terry. Same five that started the game. And Nowitzki hitting the jumper. Dirk Nowitzki now with 7.
Moving Nowitzki to the middle of the floor, he can see who's coming at him from both sides rather than getting blindsided from the backside.
Ties the game, and then Steven Jackson with a Ellis now defending Nowitzki with help from Harrington, and Josh Howard going baseline. No one there to pick him up. Tying the game at 38. 9 points, 6 rebounds for Josh Howard, doing it at both ends. And Jackson coming in, the ball batted away.
Off the dribble, opportunities, dribble penetration, and the strong finish by Josh Howard.
Josh Howard, and he's laughing a little bit because I just talked about how Avery Johnson is such a trip in that in the huddle. Josh, what are some of the things that Avery is encouraging you guys to do?
Just to take our time, you know, not to rush anything. Playoff jitters, you know, guys are a little nervous, but I think we're going to settle down in the second half.
What do you think the second half would ultimately come down to? Golden State is playing like their lives depend on it.
I just think it takes us, we need to take care of the ball, you know, and I think that's a big part of that second half, and that's about it.
Thanks a lot, Josh. Let's go back to Ernie in the studio in Atlanta.
Getting back and stopping the easy, quick scores by Dallas after they turn it over.
Here is Beatrice with the basket, fifth best and breaking.
And maybe the 14 offensive rebounds is the reason why Don Nelson's gone a little bit bigger here to start the second half.
Josh Howard hitting a three. And
adjusting to what they do, he's not surprised at the lineup change. Back to you.
all right, Pam, thank you very much. As Steven Jackson hits a three. So Jackson with his first three. Josh Howard in the paint. Over Beatrice. Josh Howard now with 14 points, leading score so far with Dirk on the bench 2 times.
And that's why the crowd gave Job such a big ovation when he left. He did his job when he was in there.
Josh Howard with a three. So Josh Howard by 5, which matches their biggest lead of the game.
Draw and kick. Draw the next defender, kick it to the open teammate, and then a guy like Howard makes you look good by knocking him down.
And the Mavericks, again, with a 5-point lead, 60-55. Here's Matt Barnes feeding Jackson with the layup. And a hustle player coming off the bench tonight.
Had 16 minutes at the end of 3 quarters, and they are very, very productive minutes.
Steven Jackson with a three. So Steven Jackson with his second three-pointer and the 7th. Isolating Baron Davis. Passes out to Harrington. Didn't have a shot. 3 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson short. Barnes with another big offensive rebound. And Richardson getting it back for the basket. And uncompromising defense to go with their offensive style. 7 on the shot clock. Here's Steven Jackson with a three. A heel here by Harris. And a block made. Harris. Block made by Jason Richardson. And the ball goes back to Golden State. And Barnes hits from the corner. We're going to come out in an unconventional form. Question is, would they be able to play that effectively for 4 quarters? For 4 quarters.
Dallas has dedicated its entire season to the purpose of before, because sometimes 28 makes you a lot smarter than when you're 21 and 22.
Howard going in and getting the layup with 23. The Western Conference leaders, 97-85.